Could you start off by introducing yourself and tell us how you got involved with working with Affliction?
I'm Chuck Zito, and actually I got involved. I was at a fight in Atlantic City, and I met Todd Beard, and also Bruce from Affliction. Bruce from Golden Boy, because they were partnering up, Golden Boy and Donald Trump. And I told them about the fights they're putting on. So they wanted me to get involved somehow. So I wound up doing some commentating last night, like back room, locker room stuff, just to get my my toes wet, man.
Can you tell us, can you tell the people that aren't familiar with you, how you got famous and how you came up and how you developed your fame and your celebrity status?
Well, I started, let's see, I had my own bodyguard business in 1980. I was a Hells Angel for 25 years. I became a stuntman in the movie business. Then I started acting. And then I got the HBO series Oz. And I was on that for 5 years. And I was always involved with the martial arts. I was a boxer at first. And I trained in martial arts, trained 6 different styles. And now I'm training my 7th system, which is Henzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. So.
And you talk about wanting to fight too. Do you see yourself ever fighting?
Sure.
Seriously, you do?
I do.
Who would you want to fight right now?
I don't care who it is. I don't, man. They pay me, I'll fight. I actually lost 33 pounds and to fight. I've been following the UFC since they started in '93. And I was one of the first celebrities, probably the first celebrity in the audience. And I've been following ever since. And then when Vegeta's and Dana White took it over, I told them, let me get involved somehow, let me commentate, let me ref, let me judge, let me fight. And it never happened. So now that I'm working with Affliction, we'll get a fight going.
What did you think of last night's show altogether?
I thought it was great, man. Every card was good. Not just the main event, not just this co-main event. Every card was a great fight. Everybody had a great time. I was psyched. The fans were psyched. And a couple upsets. I actually thought that Andre was winning until he decided to jump up and throw a flying knee. He got nailed with an overhand right. And I always say it takes one punch to end a fight. And it's proven over and over.
What do you feel that Fedor is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world?
Well, that's what they're saying, and he keeps proving over and over that he is. So now I see Fedor and Josh Barnett getting on.
Any idea when that show will be or where it will take place?
I'm sure it'll be probably 6 months down the road. I think they're talking Atlantic City, New Jersey now, because they don't want to just be in California and no one in Vegas. They want to spread out for the United States, and we're hoping when they finally approve MMA in New York, that we'll do it at Madison Square Garden, the Mecca of boxing.
Do you have any interesting stories or wild, crazy? I'm sure you have so many from your Hell's Angel days you could share with us, like a wild story or something not crazy over the top, but incriminating, but something you could share with us.
I've had so many stories, man. I don't know where to start, but I had a lot of good times.
Lots of women, lots of drugs, lots of everything.
Well, I never took a drug in my life, so
oh,
I
really?
say drugs.
Wow.
Okay, don't think because of Hell's Angel you take a drug, because I knocked the guy out once for saying that.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay.
All right? Because they think all of a sudden I have a Hell's Angel patch on, I'm a drug dealer, I'm a drug user. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I never took a drug in my life, never smoked a joint.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
People just assume, and that's the bad thing.
That's the
stereotype.
Yeah, that's the reputation the media is giving us.
Drug dealers and drug users.
Yeah.
I'm the proof they're not. So
that's good.
Just because I wore a patch for a long time doesn't mean that I do criminal activities.
Yeah.
So watch what you say, because you could be one of them unfortunate guys.
So what are you guys doing next? So you have a nice limo outside?
Oh, actually, I was supposed to be on a plane right now as we're speaking. I decided to stay an extra day. Excuse me 1 minute. I'll call him back. I decided to stay because there's a big car show in Pompano, and I'm big into cars and motorcycles, so I'm going to go over there and spend a day there and head back to New York tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm always changing my flights around.
And what? Let me ask you this: what could change about the mixed martial arts industry to make it more enjoyable for fans and better experience for the fighters?
You know what? I think the fans are getting their money's worth, especially last night. I don't think there's as many fans watching boxing anymore because there's so many champions, and what we're hoping for is maybe one day the UFC fighters could fight Affliction fighters or Strikeforce fighters, and instead of everybody just controlling each individual fighter, like in boxing, there's like 6 different champions now. Who is the champion of the world? Right? The same now. You know, Brock Lesnar is the champion of the UFC. Fedor is the champion of Affliction. So maybe one day they'll all fight each other and see who the top dog is, which the fans would love to see. People would love to see Fedor and Brock Lesnar going at it. I would.
Yeah, that's the number. That's the no. I think that's the most #1 rated fight possibly that could ever be booked in like next 5 years. Right
I'd
now.
like to see it. You'd like to see it, and everybody out there would like to see it.
Yeah, but Dana probably won't suck up the money. You know.
You never know. I mean, when the money's right and everybody's happy, and I think the fans would be happy if to see that. You know, match one day. So for Brock to keep his belt, well, look, he's got to fight Frank Mir first. Frank Mir already beat him. So you never know. And we'll see if he can keep on to that belt. You know, we don't know. Frank's great on the ground. And Frank showed me in his last fight with Nagara that he could all of a sudden, now he's standing up, throwing a lot of punches, a lot of combinations, a lot of uppercuts. And he showed me a big difference with his boxing ability, which a lot of guys don't show me. I'm not impressed with a lot of guys in MMA with their hands. But now they're all improving. Now they go into boxing and they turn it. But you can't be a boxer in 6 months, a year. But like Andre was, you know, training with Freddie Roach with his hands for 8 weeks. And he showed a little bit last time. I wish he just would have stuck to his hands. Maybe it would have been a different outcome. I think eventually only the 2 or 3 sanctions that they have now will have their fighters fighting. And I know that's what the fans want.
And you go on Howard Stern a lot?
Oh, I have my own show on Howard now.
Okay, like what's
I did Howard 28 times, and I have my own show, Chuck Zito's View, on Howard 101.
Okay. Yeah, I have Sirius internet thing, but I don't always. I usually just listen in the morning to Howard. You know, I'll look out for your show.
Oh yeah, and also Scott Farrell, who I commentated with last night. He also has his show for 4 hours every night.
Cool.
On Howard 101, and he's funny too. And I do his show a lot.
What do you cover on your show?
Anything. Talk about fights. We talk about anything that's happened. We talk about girls. Anything that's happened on the road.
And really quick,
next time I go on now, I'll talk about this.
The tape's ready to die right now, but can you give 1 or 2 cents about Howard Stern? Like, how do you feel about him?
Howard?
Yeah.
I love Howard, man. He's a guy who self-promoted himself to the biggest king of all media. So you got to give him credit.
Yeah.
Anybody who could go do that, you got to have respect for. I have a lot of respect for Howard. He's a good guy. He speaks his mind. He tells it like it is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.